नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू एसबीआई सिक्योरिटीज़ मॉर्निंग पॉडकास्ट। इस पॉडकास्ट में हम डिस्कस करेंगे की लेवल्स और बात करेंगे मेन सेक्टर्स के बारे में जो कि फोकस में है। शुरुआत करते हैं ग्लोबल मार्केट अपडेट से। सो द वॉल स्ट्रीट रैलीड ऑन मंडे विद ऑल द थ्री मेजर यूएस इंडाइसेस एंडिंग इन द ग्रीन. The Nasdaq gained 1.06%, the S&P 500 rose 0.96%, and the Dow advanced 0.89%. The sentiment improved further this morning after US President Donald Trump announced a ceasefire agreement between Iran and Israel, lifting global risk appetite. As a result, the Dow futures and the major Asian indices are currently trading higher. The S&P 500 rebounded smartly after taking support near its 20-day EMA, suggesting renewed bullish momentum. The index now appears poised to continue its upward trajectory. On Monday, the Brent oil marked a high of $79.45 and thereafter witnessed a sharp correction. It has tumbled by over 8% and ended below the $70 level. Along with this sharp fall, it has slipped below its 200-day and 20-day EMA levels, which is a bearish sign. Going ahead, it is likely to continue its downward journey and test the level of $66 in the short term. Talking about the US dollar index, the US dollar index failed to hold above its 20-day EMA and slid 0.43% to close at 98.34. With momentum weakening, the index is likely to drift lower towards the 97.5 support level in the short term. Talking about Nifty's view, Nifty kicked off the week on a negative footing as heightened geopolitical tensions dampened investor sentiment. The reported US airstrikes on three nuclear facilities in Iran raised fears of a potential escalation in the region, leading to a risk-averse approach in the global markets. The index opened with a gap down on Monday and slipped back into its well-established consolidation range of 25,222 to 24,462, where it has now been oscillating for the 29 consecutive trading sessions. The prolonged sideways movement has caused key moving averages to flatten, signaling the market's indecisiveness. Adding to the lack of conviction, the ADX, that is the average directional index, a widely followed trend strength indicator, has slipped to around 13 and continues to decline, indicating an absence of directional strength on either side. Notably, the Bollinger Bands on the daily chart have contracted sharply, forming what is technically referred to as Bollinger Band squeeze. This pattern often emerges during low volatility phases and typically precedes a sharp breakout or breakdown, suggesting that a significant move could be on the horizon. आगे जाके गैप अप ओपनिंग को देखते हुए 25,230 टू 25,250 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इमीडिएट रेजिस्टेंस का काम करेगा. अगर इंडेक्स 25,250 के ऊपर टिकता है तो ये अपनी ऊपर की रैली को कंटिन्यू करते हुए शॉर्ट टर्म में 25,400 उसके बाद 25,550 तक जा सकता है. वही नीचे की तरफ 24,970 टू 24,950 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इमीडिएट सपोर्ट के रूप में काम करेगा. On the derivative front, the June futures dipped by 0.47%, while the combined open interest for the current, next and far series also dipped by 1.65%. The 25,000 strike has significant call open interest followed by the 25,100 strike. On the put side, 24,900 has substantial open interest followed by 24,800 strike. For the monthly series, OIPCR is at 0.97. Talking about Bank Nifty also opened on a weak note with a gap down on Monday, mirroring the broader market sentiment. However, it found support near its 20-day EMA and managed to recover a portion of the intraday losses. आगे जाके गैप अप ओपनिंग को ध्यान रखते हुए 56,500 टू 56,600 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रेजिस्टेंस बन सकता है. वही नीचे की तरफ 55,900 टू 55,800 का जोन एक इमीडिएट सपोर्ट के रूप में काम करेगा. Talking about Sensex view, the benchmark index Sensex also witnessed a gap down opening on Monday, but it has taken support near the 20-day EMA level and recouped some losses. आगे जाके गैप अप ओपनिंग को देखते हुए 82,500 टू 82,600 का जोन इंडेक्स के लिए एक इमीडिएट रेजिस्टेंस का काम करेगा. वही अगर नीचे गिरावट आती है तो 81,800 टू 81,700 का जोन एक इम्पॉर्टेंट सपोर्ट के रूप में काम करेगा. On the derivative front, the weekly futures dipped by 0.54% and the open interest of the current series has also dipped by 16.23%. The 82,000 strike has significant call open interest followed by the 82,500 strike. On the put side, 81,500 has a substantial open interest followed by an 81,000 strike. The OIPCR is at 1.08. Talking about the key market indicators, the volatility index India VIX surged by nearly 3% on Monday. Going ahead, the zone of 15 to 15.2 will act as an immediate hurdle for the index, while the zone of 13.5 to 13.3 will act as a crucial support. The advanced decline ratio remains flat on Monday. Talking about the key sectors, technically Nifty capital market, defense, CPSC and media space are likely to outperform in the short term. Talking about the FIDI data, in the cash segment, FI is sold to the tune of 1,874 crores, while the DI is bought to the tune of 5,592 crores. The FI's long short ratio for index futures is at 22.69, as on a net basis they sold 6,339 index futures. So that's a wrap of today's edition of podcast. Thank you for listening. Do tune in tomorrow for more such market updates and insights. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.